We'll take a look at some of the key highlights here from the first quarter, but the story and the talking point, no doubt, has been Siriman Kanute, 9 points, 3 assists. I mean, he is a game changer, Coach.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. Really the key to this early lead for Mali.
You kind of feel a game like this, both teams. I mean, I'd say Senegal, very organized, they get good looks. But personally, this is my opinion, you kind of feel the team that may be slightly better from the perimeter today will be the team that wins this. That's what I think, at least.
Well, certainly three-point shooting always an important factor in any game. But I just think it's the pace of play you saw with Kanute, really understanding, as we see here, when to push, when to deliver. In the last couple of minutes, Mali lacking that floor leader. A little bit harder for them to find baskets.
And we saw Uganda and Egypt do this against Senegal, going to a variety of zone matchups. Do you think at some point Mali's going to realize, hey, we play like this, we can shut them down?
Well, it'll be interesting. You know, neither team's showing.
We'll take a look at some of the top plays here from the first half. But so far for Mali, 13 points, 3 assists away from a double-double for Siriman Kanute. 23 years old. I got this right this time, but I mean, literally, that was the moment, the Olay moment, finding Diarra. But, Coach, he's playing like a 10-year veteran. The maturity in his game has been impressive.
Well, that move right there, that might be the move of the tournament. Put it between his legs with his left hand, gathered it with the right, found the drop-off. But he's been everything for this team. So, you know, again, I understand not wanting him to pick up your third foul, but you saw the offense just falling off the rails when he came out off the game there at the last minute and a half.
Well, so far, a very good performance from Aliou Diarra, 8 points, 7 rebounds. While for Senegal, they are indeed being led by Jean-Jacques Boissy, who does have 3 three-pointers, while Moustapha Diop chipping in 8 points and 5 rebounds. But look at the block here by Badji. They need this rim protection if they're going to get back in this one, Coach.
Well, absolutely. You know, nothing really going their way until you see this.
What a spin. Went to his left. Maktar Gueye inadvertently worked as a pull screen against Badji. Worked in his favor. Well, here are the top plays. Senegal came out in that 2-3 zone, and early moments you thought it was going to work, especially with Badji at the back. But Mali, they found a way, Coach, in the end.
Well, a couple of big mid-range jumpers from Diarra, and I still think it was effective, though. Took Mali out of their rhythm a little bit, and you see the dare shot from Kanute. You need to see a better closeout for him, but it's really the end of this quarter, I think, that was the important moment. So Mali unable to build on that lead. They had a lot of momentum going their way, probably fatigue setting in there, but letting Senegal hang around here in this game.
Well, Senegal have attempted over 30 three-pointers. They've attempted 34 tonight. They have converted 8 of them. Here was the last one from Amar Silla. They found themselves down. Well, we'll take a look at the highlights here from the fourth quarter. There was a three-pointer by Haidara. I believe that did extend it to a 9-point lead. And you kind of felt Alhaji Diko's players were beginning to run away with this one. And there was a rejection by the veteran. No second chance points in the paint for Diallo. And diving on the ground. And everything seemed to be working at this point, but here was the block that led to the three-pointer. Yeah, just afterwards, I think it was Branco Badi who hit the 3, and that was where it began for Senegal, the consistency. There was a second one from Badio. And then Senegal just started to believe, and then the defense from Jean-Jacques Boissy. I mean, that's what great teams do, Coach. You've coached some great teams over the years. You just go to where you have to go places where you're not comfortable to try and win games.
Well, great players step up in big moments, and that was my thinking behind trying to get Boissy and Badio on the court together, and they delivered. When the moment was called for both of these guys stepping up, you see Badio with the great drop off, hitting the big threes, the defense of Boissy. That's what these great players do in this tournament.
Well, Boissy that time finding Badji on the lob, and at that point, indeed, it was